being a reflection and expression of unconditional love. December 10, 2013. There are so many dear souls seeking a life that is sacred and meaningful, but what we are witnessing among many of the seekers is that they have yet many emotional and daily challenges to face and deal with. Occasionally a challenge may feel too big and overwhelming, and during such emotional upheaval you may feel too pressured by inner and exterior pressures so dramatically that you no longer feel that you are living as a united soul. Reaching your soul consciousness, dear ones, is not something you try to accomplish when the road ahead is clear and smooth sailing. Reaching your soul consciousness is something that includes persevering challenges, not ignoring them for new ones. By persevering current emotional and daily challenges, you are actually making room for the peace and inner tranquility that you will meet once you surpass those challenges. A great part of meeting your challenges and succeeding them is your ability to make decisions, while remaining aligned with the deep and profound initial truths within every situation and aligned with the sacredness of God. It is well determined, dear ones, that accessing the soul's consciousness does come rather easily for some dear souls, yet with more difficulty for others, due to the heavy attachments created by the ego's little self that is permitted to carry an important role in the shaping of not just your personal life, but your spiritual journey as well. One of the biggest hindrances to your ability to move forward is the fear of letting go of the illusions many dear souls have built and created for the benefit of others to admire. Let go of the untruths, dear ones, and trust what the universe and God has in store for you. Understand the flow of new and exciting directions are awakening at every moment for you to explore and discover. These new discoveries will find their way to you through the pull of your heart, which will always show you what you need, moving beyond fears, distractions and hesitations. By aligning yourself with the values of your beloved soul, where your truest and deepest wisdom lies, the purity of your love comes to the surface of your being and expands the depths of your interests and quickens your growth and development. As you learn to live without fear of what is currently surrounding you, you are building up your confidence and strength for the new challenges that have yet to appear. Try to understand that any challenges that cross your path that are rooted from the interests of your ego and fear will generate energy that will inhibit the expansion of your soul's consciousness and awareness. That is why we encourage each of you to let go of the fear and of the ego's hold on your emotions and feelings, and to trust in the light that God eagerly and mercifully bestows upon each dear soul that inhabits this fine planet. His light penetrates all darknesses and shadows that have created so much misery during your current lifespan. Allow His presence, His love and His light into your life so that He can help you discern what is beneficial for you to gain and to grow from the surplus of information that is streaming through the airwaves every second of every day. Every aspect of your being will be fortified by the nearness of His presence and of the directions His guidance will bring you to. Each of you has different situations that house different challenges and degrees of difficulty. What appears to be easy for some dear souls is considered and felt quite difficult for others. Let there be no judgment towards another dear soul's challenge unless you are able to put yourself in their shoes and feel entirely what they feel. What will make each step of each difficult and trying situation easier is by aligning yourself with the light and love of God. In order for you to make your life more meaningful, your soul is to be fully aligned with God and His infinite light through the devout commitment you will apply through the loving actions of your heart. Your commitment to maintaining your connection with God regardless of your circumstance will provide you with the ability to sustain love, hope and sincerity. Without your ability to commit daily to being completely aligned with God and with His light and love, you will eventually become rooted once again within the interests of your ego, and the powers of feeling separate and not united will begin to take effect. When you are willing to commit and to align your whole self with God, the strength of your heart and soul will always find a way to sustain unity regardless of the situation or circumstance that you may be facing. Being aligned with God and with His endearing light and infinite love is more than a personal need. It is a deeply spiritual and planetary need as well. Understandably, life that moves, lives and breathes is also shaped by the life and values of each dear soul, and this inner understanding is reciprocated by the shape and life of not just one dear soul, but by your entire earthly home. Therefore, we encourage each of you to not think of what you do, what you think or feel to be unimportant or not of equal value, because each of you has something of equal value to contribute. The future that so many dear souls are pushing so hard to reach depends on your ability to work together, by being able to accept each other, to acknowledge each other's differences as valuable, necessary, loved and appreciated. Comprehend, dear ones, for ease of your transition and evolution, it is essential to be a reflection of your powerful expression of love that is unconditional, and shared with each of you by God, that is adopted by each dear soul's willingness to commit to the attainment of manifesting a ceaseless connection with the source of God's love, with His heart. As you grow and develop in all ways you were meant to, may you always feel the sacred power of God's light and love, as it will be the healing salve needed as you move from one chapter to the next. Let go of the duality consciousness and bring home a consciousness of unity that is fostered by pure unconditional love and compassion. We wish for each dear soul to be removed from the feeling of separateness and embrace the unity and oneness of each dear soul as brother and sister of God, working together for the greatest of good for humanity, where there is no fear, no resentment, and no animosity. Where there is only love for all. And so it is. I am Ascended Master, El Morya, through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com